This one might be too much. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to tell you, throughout my journey, I have met many people. And I would let people in my home that most people normally wouldn't. And most of those people would explain to me who they were and why they were the way that they were. And specifically this one kid, he's basically telling me about his childhood. And, you know, as he's explaining it to me, you know, because he got taught to steal. He got taught to fucking, this kid knew how to make drugs when he was fucking 7 or 8 years old. He's popping a fucking jar. So, I mean, you got to realize that when does programming start? Because this kid is convinced that he's this. And it's like, no, that's who they programmed you to be. I mean, they told you to do these things. They taught you to be this specific way. Yes, they did. But is that who you really are? Because if that's who you really are, why are you sitting here breaking it down to me? Because I think that's not who you really are. That's who you were taught to be. Who do you want to be? Because, I mean, yeah, we get shown all these things about these ideas of who we think we are and stuff. And really, those are just programmed happenings. Like, this kid was programmed to be a thief. He was programmed to be an addict. He didn't make that choice for himself. It was made for him. But, I mean, through him breaking these things down to me, in a way, he's telling me that's not who I am really, but that's who I know how to be. Does that make sense? For me, it showed that, like, you could change at any point in time and not be the program that they designed for you. You could just be who you are. But see, I think please don't get mad at me for this, but I think he didn't know who he wanted to be because he only knew the program. And I mean, for you, as the observer, you probably have things that you were programmed to do and just do them out of, you know, because that's how we do ourselves anyway. We program ourselves to be, I get up at 7 a.m., I do this, I do the dishes, I take my shower, you know what I mean? You have your list of shit that you do every day, that is this and that is, that's not who you are. That's who you've programmed yourself to be. And you can reprogram the program. Like, you could be programmed from childhood to be a thief and this and that and the other, and wake up one day and be like, that's not who I am, and create a new version of yourself. In the last video I talked about counseling and stuff, and why don't they talk about things like that? Like, okay, they want to convince you you're evil. Okay, why aren't they convincing you that you don't have to be? Because, I mean, that should be a goal. That should be a rehabilitation, is convincing you that you don't have to be this person. This person is who your life programmed you to be. The people around you, the everything. Because you are constantly bombarded with programming. I don't know. This felt important because, I mean, for me it hit deep because I saw in that kid. I mean, and he was in his 20s. I'm old. But to me, he was like 21, 22. He was still a kid. And, I mean, I've known him since he just doesn't remember me. But I mean, I see who he could be, and he sees who they told him he was. And I mean, I hope that you can see in yourself who you can be and not force yourself to be who they told you to be type situation. Because I mean, this kid is walking me through his life and what they taught him how to do, and what he, you know what I mean? You find that you just get in the rhythm and become that. That's not who you have to be forever. Some people see that as a problem in me, as I can see the potential in someone that they don't see. All they see is what everybody has reflected back on them, the negatives, the hate, the putting them down. And you're going to get that from every direction in life, from everywhere. Just know that a lot of us are who we're programmed to be, and we do not seek who we want to be or who we could be, because we're stuck in the program we were fed a long time ago. And that falls in line with neuroplasticity and being able to change. I'm gonna jump off here. Hope that helped. See you guys.